The physical inventory journal is an item journal that you can use to compare the stock that we have in Business Central with the one that has been physically counted. So let me show you how this works. So I will use a search function and search for physical inventory journals. And like I just said, the physical inventory journal is basically an item journal, but with a few additional functions so that we can use it to compare the stock in Business Central with the one that has been physically counted. And one of these functions is the calculate inventory function. So if you select prepare, you can then select calculate inventory. So and this is a function that you have to use first because it's a function that the program uses to calculate the stock that we currently have in Business Central. Now this is always done on a specific posting date, and let's use the posting date of March 31st for this example. Then the document number, so let's enter for example PH01. And then you can also include items not on inventory and even items that don't have transactions. So I will not use this here because my demo data is quite limited. But of course in real life it could be interesting to select these fields if you want Business Central to also check items that we don't have on stock or even items that haven't been posted yet. Then you can also enter by dimension and you can also apply filters. In this case, I will not use these filters again because we don't have that many items in the demo company. But for companies that have thousands, maybe 10,000 of items, it's of course very interesting to filter on item information. Or if you have very large warehouses, you can also filter on location, on bins, and so on. So next I will click on OK. And here you can now see the list of items with the stock that we currently have in Business Central. Now each item appears by location, and that's why you can see the Mexico swivel chair, for example, appearing 3 times. Now for each item you can see the quantity calculated, which is a non-editable field, because this is what Business Central has calculated. And then to the right of it, there's the quantity physical inventory, and this is an editable field because this is the field in which users have to enter the quantity that they physically counted in the warehouse. Now the counting can be done with a list. So for example, if you click here on post print and go to print, you can print a counting list on which you can show the quantity calculated or not. And if I quickly show you the preview, you can see here how the report looks like. So this is a list that the user could now use to enter the quantities that they counted in the warehouse. Now, and based on this result, we can return to the physical inventory journal and enter the quantities here in the quantity physical inventory column. So for example, if I only counted 3 of these desks, I can enter 3, and as a result you can see that the program automatically inserts the entry type negative adjustment and quantity 1. And so in that way, like I already mentioned, it's like an item journal. So if you post the physical inventory journal, it will post negative and positive adjustments just like an item journal. For the second line, I can enter 6, which means that this is now a positive adjustment of 1, and so on. So when all these quantities have been entered, you can click here on post print, post, and the program will then post all the necessary adjustments.